Hi, folks, and welcome to Tech TV Pro from Soteria Technology Solutions, where we answer your emails about tech support. I'm Dave Rapor, and with me, as always, is Bill, the Bill Guy Ramsey. How you doing today, Bill?
You know, I am just, I'm peachy.
Oh,
peachy
my
keen.
Goodness, and it took you a while to get there.
Yes.
Are you awake today?
No.
All right, well,
that's
we'll
probably
try
why
to
I'm
wake
peachy.
Get this man a cup of coffee, will you? Hey, Bill, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Have you ever written your own software program?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
Oh no! Everybody, anytime you start learning to program, you make one called Hello World.
Oh,
which all
Hello
it does
World,
is say,
of course.
Hello World.
Right.
So I've done little tiny things, but I am not a developer. I learned a long time ago that I have pure admiration for those people.
Yes.
I can program, but I am not a programmer.
Is that right?
So.
Well, when I was young, I actually programmed something myself also on an old NCR compact computer. Can you believe that?
That is old.
And the compact computer weighed about 80 pounds.
Yeah, I bet it did.
It did. Hey, I got a question for you here from Susan.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for it?
Sure.
All right. Susan from Minneapolis, Minnesota says, my son is a gamer, and he overclocked his computer. What is that? And how can I get my son to play less video games? I'm not sure about that last one, Bill. Maybe you could help with the first part.
Yeah. So, overclocking is, gamers do this a lot. They're trying to eke out every little bit of power out of their system they can. And so, the CPU comes programmed to operate at a certain speed, and they'll overclock it to make it operate even faster, to get every little bit of juice that they can out of that machine.
And this is out of the CPU they're
out of the CPU.
So they're overclocking the CPU.
That's correct.
Is what they're doing.
That's correct. So that has some drawbacks. There's pros and cons. Pros, you get a little bit more juice.
Sure.
The cons, it also makes it operate much faster.
Well, that's good.
Or much hotter. Much hotter.
There's the negative.
So
hotter. Okay.
So you have to have really good heat sinks in place, or even liquid cooling in place, if you want to do this. It's a good way to fry your CPU. It happens. It's not a recommended necessarily way of doing things, but gamers tend to do it all the time because they want to get as much as they can out of the machine.
Now, how does a heat sink take heat away from a very hot CPU?
It's magic.
It's magic.
It's CPU magic.
Is that right?
I mean, it's like there's a variety of different ways, but they have thermal paste between a heat sink and a CPU.
I see.
That keeps it adhered, and it draws the heat into the fins of this heat sink, and then the
almost like a radiator of sorts, right? And it'll dissipate in
the
the
heat
air?
is dissipated because you got fans either pushing or pulling air through the machine.
Right.
So, or you go the liquid cooling route. So.
Okay. Well, that sounds... Yeah. So it's almost like you've got a mass of conductive metal of some kind that comes up to a fin, and it draws the heat up, fans blow it away.
Yes, that's exactly
when you say
what it's doing.
Fry the CPU, do you mean it gets so hot that it literally just kind of fries?
So we've seen CPUs literally, when you go to take them out of the machine, they just crumble into dust.
Are you kidding?
It will literally...
It literally fries them.
It's happened, yeah.
Wow.
It happens. So you have to be careful with the overclocking. It can be an expensive mistake, but if you know what you're doing, and there's CPUs out there that are geared to be overclocked. They do that on purpose so that prevent damage. So.
And what about Susan's other question? How does she get her son to play less video games?
I don't know, man. Introduce him to some sports or something. It used to be that they would tell kids, "Oh, you can't make a living playing video games," but you totally can.
You can now.
There's people making millions of dollars doing this. So they have esports teams. You can get college scholarships. So maybe you don't necessarily want to. If he's good at it, maybe you don't want to discourage him. Maybe you want to encourage this. And that's he's going to punch his ticket to college and into the millionaire lifestyle. Who knows?
Well, hey, Susan, I really can relate to your problem with my children as well, but I can't help you either, unfortunately. But thanks for a great question, Susan. Bill, thanks as always for a great answer. And if you've got a question, just email us at techtvpro@heysoteria.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.